TikTok and I feel like any other social media feels like a drug. You just have to get another hit. Not that I know how to take drugs. First of all, I don't do
No,
drugs.
no.
First things first.
Oh,
But from what I've seen in media and how it's portrayed, it's essentially the same. Like
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the Hot Talks podcast. I'm Yasha, and I'm your host for today, and I'm here together with Justin, Lam, Aljo, Miggy, and Irvin. Ayan, dapat alam niyo na yan. And for
Yeah.
today's episode, we will be talking about social media. Wow. Pero wait, before anything else, follow me on TikTok at Yasha Luis. Please link
wow.
here.
Stalker.
I'm not gonna put that.
Grabe, influencer.
Renegade.
Sample.
Alam mo, may TikToker din dito. Yung
Sino?
mga nasa mirror. Oh,
Sino yun?
Nak-
Ay, ako pala. It's not my fault that I don't have a front cam. If I had a front cam, I would use a front cam.
Ano ang at mo?
I'm not gonna at myself. I'm not a sellout like our host over here.
whatever. Follow me, guys. I'm looking for cloud. Dapat meron
I'm the
yung
editor.
ad ko dito.
Ah,
Sikat ang host natin sa TikTok eh. Ilan na ngayong followers?
I have 14.9k. Wow!
Flex.
Wait,
Bigyan
what?
lang.
Really?
ayun.
Yeah, you don't know.
Oh.
I don't know, man. I haven't been on TikTok in quite some time. Kind of busy with a lot of things.
Same. Like, ang laki na konsumo kasi sa oras na dinilit ko siya. Yeah.
Ako din. Ina-install ko rin yung TikTok ko for 1 month na.
Ako, I think, ever since start, no? School year, wala na akong TikTok. Nagtitiktok po ba kayo? Yeah.
Oo.
Oo.
Ako.
Siyempre,
Pag may
may
nag-send sa
TikTok
akin.
ka, plug in na naman.
Sila, ito sila state.
Meron kasi akong other account, like parang dump account. Tapos yun talaga yung ginagamit ko pang scroll. Tapos, parang nung dinelete ko dati, hindi ko pa login up ko. Dinelete ko dati, tapos in-install ko ulit. Parang, ang dami kong nami-miss out. Like, ang dami kasi inside joke sa TikTok. Parang cool lang i-share with friends.
The memes and stuff, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
memes.
Reganade.
Sample.
Sample dan.
Pero ngayon, nagtitiktok ka pa rin.
Oo.
Okay. Si Justin ba? Nagtitiktok ka pa rin ba?
Yeah. Pero hindi naman ako ganun katagal. I know my limits.
Paano?
Wow. Ang
Ano?
hirap kaya na mag-control.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Parang swipe.
Oh, like tuloy-tuloy, I guess.
Like,
Nag-TikTok ka lang.
Last year.
Ikaw pa,
Kasi-
Miggy. Nagtitiktok ka.
Wala, hindi na ako masyadong
Super nice.
pero nasa photo friend.
Oo. So,
Ano?
half
Pa rin.
nagtitiktok.
I don't know, man. TikTok is big.
All the time.
TikTok and I feel like any other social media feels like a drug. You just have to get another hit. Not that I know how to take drugs. First of all, I don't do drugs. First things first. But from what I've seen in media and how it's portrayed, it's essentially the same. Like, I think last year yung nag-peak ako sa paggagamit ng TikTok specifically na for some I say to myself I'm gonna sleep mga 12 o'clock and then suddenly I'm like one video. After like a few swipes, I just see the sun outside. I'm like, oh god.
Oh my God.
I didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Meron ako napanood dati sa Netflix. I think nasa Netflix pa rin siya. Di ko alam kung napanood nila. The Social Dilemma.
Yeah.
Yeah, napanood ko na rin.
Parang,
Sorry, di ba?
if I'm not mistaken, parang design talaga yung social media app na makuha yung attention natin. Like, magstay tayo dun sa app na yun for as long as possible. Kasi dun sila nag-earn ng money. So, like, wala talaga tayong takas. It's really gonna be hard to quit yung app. Kasi yun yung goal ng app to...
Yeah.
Do you think that's ethical? Like,
it's not. Pati sa movie, sinabi na it's not. But
Like,
the way.
Like, it's giving you what you want. That's their point. Like,
just like a
Ah.
drug.
yeah.
Oh,
Na parang yung punto nila is give and take, even though hindi ka necessarily nagko-consent. Pero kasi may terms of service. I like terms of service ba?
But who
Tama ba?
reads though?
Yeah.
Ah.
Parang scroll lang.
Yeah, may ganon. Pero, no? Like, I feel like kahit hindi siya ethical, marami pa rin yung gumagawa kasi like, hindi nila nakikita yung danger sa social media. I guess.
Yeah.
And wala naman siyang direct effect sa life mo na mararamdaman mo talaga.
Really? Me staying up from 12 to 4 a.m. kinda directs my life in one direction.
yeah, kind of
So,
yeah.
Bye sleep schedule, I guess.
Pero, go.
Ano bang social media app ginagamit niya? Or
So,
platform?
wala natin kay Justin. Sige,
I think
go.
we should-
Yeah, we could just
Feel ko halos same lang, pero
Yeah, I think
Facebook,
all of us are like
Twitter,
that too.
Instagram, YouTube,
you
TikTok.
know, the big
Yeah.
five.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero minsan may nag-Pinterest din ako, pero hindi siya ganun ka
Wow,
Dami
aesthetic girl.
static view.
Pero essentially, same tayo ni Justin.
Oo.
I think all of us use the same, except for like I
Ako,
don't know.
I use Reddit for me.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I don't know how to use Reddit.
Yeah,
Sa Reddit kasi maganda yung mga anecdotes nila, like, guide for everything, like movies, ganun, opinion about
Ah.
movies.
What?
College apps, meron din dun.
You
Yeah,
could get
oh,
that on
I-
Twitter. What do you mean?
No, it's better on Reddit. It's better on
Mas-
Reddit.
Mas maganda yung search engine ng
Reddit.
Yeah, search engine on Reddit is so good.
Yeah, I feel like yes na din.
Yeah,
Pero-
parang ganun din, ginagamit ko yung Reddit minsan. Pero through Google lang. Like, sabihin ko, college applications, Reddit. Just to check ko.
Yes, same.
It's easy.
Ako, I have the app. Nagtatagal din ako sa Reddit minsan.
Si Miggy r/cars, di ba?
or
Guys.
GTA or
Nakita niyo ba yun? Yung sinend ko sa group chat dati, yung nasa Twitter ako. Tapos puro Miggy like yung feed ko.
Yo.
Di ko
Puro cars.
Puro cars yung feed ko.
Yeah.
Parang weird.
like, ganun, no? The feeling ko, tambahan lang, coincidence, I guess.
Hindi, feel ko it was
Pero hindi
targeted. It was targeted to you. Have you been
Targeted
talking with
talaga yan.
Have you been talking with Miggy lately?
No!
Oh, fuck.
Oo.
I was thinking, I thought I was thinking na yung parang algorithm. Like, right, you know yung thing na parang sa chat, na for example, you're talking about
Yeah.
getting a new place to stay in a specific area. And then suddenly, sa feed mo, you see those ads.
Legit.
Like,
Oo.
that's kind of
Parang
scary,
cookie
So
bro.
weird.
That's why for our sponsor for today, NordVPN.
No.
I wish.
Guys, we're not actually sponsored.
Pero ako naman, like, dati same lang rin ako, except hindi ako Reddit. Well, kasi ayoko yung nag-aaral ka ng, pag e-enter ka ng new platform, social media platform.
Yeah.
Tapos ina-navigate mo, ayoko yun. Like, gusto ko pag ginamit ko, okay, parang sanay na ako gamitin. Pero sa TikTok, masyado na ako nasanay na every time na like, kunwari, before class, gusto mo like 20 minutes, nagti-TikTok ka, right?
Oh.
Tapos hanggang nagka-klase na, nagti-TikTok ka pa rin. Yun yung masama, yun yung pangit.
Oh, no.
Mm.
Hindi mo na siya natitigil. Tapos like,
But,
nawalan ka na ng attention sa class, so hindi ka na nakapakita for 50 minutes. So na-extend na naman yung pagti-TikTok mo.
yeah.
Yun yung reason ko ba't dinilit ko yung TikTok ko. Ayun. So medyo nawala na yung pagkaano ko sa social media, I guess. Kahit pa paano. Ayun.
Tingin nyo ba parang in general, is social media parang too developed? Parang masyado na ba siyang naging problematic? Or is it a mistake? You can say.
Hmm.
Sa time natin ngayon. Kasi very modern, ganun. Ang dami ng advancements in technology.
Kaya nga.
Yan. Namamold na rin yung culture natin sa
Yeah,
social media.
to the point na na-ingrain, is that the word? Or na-integrate na siya
Yeah.
talaga sa buhay natin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think,
what? Jinx again.
yan.
Uh,
So, pero, okay, ikaw muna. Maybe,
I'm still
you know,
thinking.
okay.
I'm still thinking. I think. Wala pa. Okay, now I will say. Hindi na I will say. Feel ko social media has benefits and parang anong magandang analogy for like something that was new before and now it's just a benefit for everyone. So I'm guessing the internet, because internet and social media, diba, goes hand in hand together naman. People saw internet as parang this is gonna change the whole playing field and stuff like that. And social media is doing the same things in how we consume media. Kasi internet's more of the communication sense, while the other is like media. Like, for sure, you guys don't go to like news sites or read the newspaper. You just hear it on, for example, Twitter. And then you're well informed na sa topic na yun. So I feel like it's benefiting. But at the same time, there's also the negatives naman na parang
Yeah.
the
If you get your news from social media, wouldn't that be biased kung yung news na nagagalit mo is?
News is always biased. No matter what.
Really?
Yeah, there's
Let's
no...
Let's not,
What?
let's not go there.
News is always biased either way.
Yeah, either way.
Unless it's a fact.
Mhm.
There's two types, I guess, news
If you could
reporting
prove
and
that it's a
editorial.
fact, yeah, if you could prove that it's a fact, then there's no bias. But if I feel like most news out there has some sort of bias.
Yeah, they have separate portions naman. May editorial sila. That's where your opinion comes in. Pero meron talaga silang news reporting na totally news lang. They're just
Yeah.
telling the story lang.
Right, yeah.
I think dapat matuto lang yung people na
Okay.
to look for those kind of news. Tsaka magkaroon sila ng parang, mafe-feel mo naman kung may bias na or wala.
Like, sus.
Yeah. So,
Sus. Yung topic. Pero yan, with that topic din, I kinda agree na. Pero sa akin, mas marami yung pros sa akin, for me, yung sa social media. Kasi, yung communication ng people sa mundo is like, mas
Yeah.
napabetter. By a ton, you know? And, yun, yung pag-consume ng news natin is mas convenient than ever kasi we don't have to wait for like 7 p.m. para magkaroon ng news tapos kailangan pa sa TV mismo para mapanood mo yung news. Ngayon, like anytime, you could check it, you know? And, ayun, kaya mas sa akin naman, when it comes to information dissemination, ganyan, communication.
Wow, the big word.
And
What
the big
the
word.
hell? It's
Yeah.
information dissemination. Shit.
Spell.
Pagpapakalat ng impormasyon.
Wow.
Wow.
And communication, yun. Mas napapa-better siya, I guess. And yung nakikita ko lang ng mga dangers sa social media or pangit sa social media is yung pag-exploit ng data natin. Which hindi naman natin masyadong nadadama as consumers, you know? Not directly nadadama.
ikaw, or wala ka bang opinion?
Ayun, same din. It's like made for a better reason, but like somehow na-abuse ng both sides, like natin as a users and them as a developers. So, siguro dun lang dumating yung downside. Like, if marunong ka mag-limit, maybe it will not be, hindi mo mafe-feel yung downside ng social media. Pero it's made to be addictive nga. So,
Mm.
Dun sa sinabi ni Irvin about yung information mabilis, don't you think? Kasi I see it at the same time also as a bad thing kasi di ba may fake news? So that means it spreads faster than before.
Ah. Sabi
Oh
ko na
my
eh.
God.
Sabi ko, bakit ako ganun?
Yo,
Biglang siya sa
Okay.
comment. Hello?
you okay,
Nag-
Miggy? Yo, is
Yo.
Yeah.
Social media.
Nag-walk out si
Bakit?
is
Miggy.
Tingin sa kawalan si Miggy.
natakot ka ba sa
Sabihin ko
natakot ka ba sa
dapat-
fake news?
After magsalita ni Aljo, Miggy, galaw pa nga. Okay.
May collective eh.
Pero
You continue.
anyways, back to yung fake news thing. Like, how do you know? Di ba? Na, kasi if normal news spreads as fast as fake news, how do you know which is which? Like, I feel like
True.
it becomes harder. Plus, social media gives opinions to people who who shouldn't say opinions, or in a sense, or like, there's just a lot of opinions talaga in social media.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, na medyo bias yung makikita mong news. Kasi, for example, kung sa social media mo siya galing, kasi, kunyari, yung mga people na kausap mo, isang side lang, kunyari, right side lang kayo, or far left. Yung mga far left lang din yung makukuha. Or kunyari, puro conservative kayo, yung sa social feed mo, mga conservative lang din. So, medyo bias talaga yung makukuha mong information. Kasi, based sa algorithm yan.
Yeah.
Na yun yung ibibigay sa'yo.
Gets ko naman. With that naman kasi, I was thinking, na hindi, like, considering the fact na hindi natin tinetake as news yung mga hindi galing sa mga news outlet mismo.
Yeah.
Say for example, Twitter, Facebook ka nang kumukuha ng news. Pero hindi sa mga sinishare ng mga people. You know? Parang verified ABS, verified GMA, verified Rapper, verified everything, CNN, ganyan. Doon yung sa sinasabi ko na news outlets na pinagkukuha na ng information. Yan, there's no way. There's no way na fake news yung pinapakalat nila, or else makakasuhan talaga sila ng malala, di ba?
Yeah.
So, that's the same stations na nag-ooperate sa TV, which is yung traditional, right? Pero, ito, pwede mo na siyang i-access anytime, any day. Diba? Social media. Yun yung sa akin naman. Although, yun nga, tama kayo. Paano ma-filter yung iba kasi, like, okay, may nakita silang something. Baka totoo to, ganyan. Hindi naman yung tinuturo anywhere. Yung filter ng information sa social media or anything. So, how do you really know, no? You have
Yeah. I'd say it's your own action na lang. Ikaw na bahala.
Yeah.
Mag-double check kung totoo ba siya or hindi.
It's your responsibility na rin as the user.
As a consumer.
Yeah,
Wow.
that makes sense. naman.
Ikaw ba, Miggy? May thoughts ka ba sa social media in general?
Well, yun nga. Yung sa fake news, risky nga. Minsan, medyo mahirap malaman ka na talaga. Like, lalo na kung reputable pa yung magkaman, parang mahirap na yung mangyayari. Because, so, I guess,
meron akong share, although
Go lang.
disclaimer na agad na hindi ako sure if credit ko siya because YouTube video din siya. Alam mo yung nagsupa lang sa YouTube.
Yeah.
Nasa recommendations, ganun. Tapos, it's about procrastination, I think. Tapos, meron kasing, when we scroll through social media, may nare-release na, I don't know if dopamine or serotonin. Basta may
Yeah, I think it's serotonin. Yeah, the serotonin shot.
Basta may nare-release na happy hormone agad. Like, scroll mo pa lang, boom, meron ng happy hormone. Kaya, it makes us harder to do things that takes more time to release that happy hormone. For example, doing requirements versus just scrolling through social media. Kasi isang ganun mo lang, boom, may happy hormone ka na. Yung requirement mo, it takes 30 minutes pa before you actually parang receive yung happy hormone na yun. When you use social media a lot, your body gets used to parang that fast,
Yeah.
parang
Parang
ano,
sentence.
Yeah.
happy
Yeah.
hormone yun. So, it gets harder to go dun sa pag-slow release or like doing more difficult jobs. And I think that's
Yeah.
a big factor.
Parang yun na yung standard level mo
Oo,
ng
yun na yung standard.
That's the
True.
drug aspect. That's the drug aspect.
Yeah.
Like,
The chemicals in the brain go
But-
boom.
Search that up pa rin kasi I'm not sure. But I think it makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah, it does make sense. Kaya pag nagkaka-social media break ka, bumababa yung
Yeah.
standard level of dopamine mo. So, mas patient ka. Something like that, ganun.
hindi.
Ako personally, before, parang nilimit ko, may nag-social break ako in a way na linimit ko siya parang half, more than half. Like, kinot ko yung social media time ko. And talagang naka-help siya in terms of parang getting work done. Parang
Yeah.
slowing the day. Kaya ayun, I think isa yun sa harmful effects ng social media.
Yeah, true.
Pero
Sa akin, hindi ako okay.
mm.
Hindi, may sasabihin ka, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because
go.
I don't know, it's hard now, especially since we're not face to face, to not go onto social media.
Yeah,
The communication talaga yung hinahanap ko sa social media. Pero, for example, I open up Messenger. So, I'm holding my phone na like that. So, it's just easy while waiting for people. I just, change to like, for example, Twitter, scroll around. And then, I just realize na parang wala akong magagawa to stop social media if I want to keep also my workflow going. Now, like for example, maraming group works. I have to use social media to check on people or like message people.
Yeah.
So na-expose pa rin ako sa other stuffs of social media.
I guess tama ka nga. Although, paano ba? Yeah, ang
For
hirap.
me naman, pag nasa phone ako, doon ako nagta-transition from Twitter or maybe IG, ganun, habang naghihintay for Messenger. Pero pag nasa laptop ako, like, most likely na gagawin ko yung Rex ko habang naghihintay na lang sa reply nila, I'd say. So,
Pero mas kasi yung ganun. Ayaw nga sa akin.
yan yung point ko. Say.
Sa point of view mo nga. Sige,
Mm.
true.
Yeah, ganun din ako. Mas productive ako pag nasa laptop. Pero kasi yung phone ko, minsan kasi nakasinti yung laptop, tapos nagpo-phone din ako. Ang dali lang kasi kunin. Like, nandala yung phone ko.
Nakaupo ka lang sa harap ng PC.
Oo, ako lang sa laptop.
Tapos kung may nanonood man sa'yo mula sa webcam mo na, nakikita. FBI. Hindi, wala.
Oy.
No. Social media. Back to yung original question natin. Was social media a mistake? With that sense?
Sa akin, social media in itself is not a mistake. Pero, yeah, it was exploited. I don't like that part. Pero, hard to change that, I guess. Dun sa
Yeah.
development naman yun. Similar dun sa sinabi ni Justin kanina.
Hindi ko
Similarly sa akin din, it's not really a mistake since more on connection din yung paggamit ko ng social media for communication.
What?
Yeah. So,
Because sometimes when I see some things in social media, like opinions of people, do you ever think na parang these people shouldn't have a say in this? Like, there's just so many people pumping out opinions, information, or like sobrang, push sa what do you call that? Yung belief system nila.
Yeah. Tsaka parang,
Do you think that they should be allowed on the platform ng ganun?
Social.
Like,
I think,
yeah, they're all allowed in the platform.
yeah, they're all allowed in the platform, but who's gonna shun them?
So, is this if it's fake news? Ba?
No, just like, kasi this is leaning on more of the yung whole activism online. Like whether it be on political topics or just things that you're what do you call that, passionate about. Na you're just proactively keep on sharing it, proactively giving the opinion, shoving it into people's face. Hindi ba? I don't know.
Oh, I think
Fair point.
it's not it doesn't have to be controlled by social media since it's more of human component na.
Yeah. Tsaka feel ko parang in real life naman or social media, there will always be people like that.
Yeah,
but
saka if social media tries to put an action to it, what side will they take? Kasi they have to take a side.
Oo.
So that's not really a good thing for them.
Yeah. It would just seem like they're silencing the people if they want to uh like
Uh,
stop the
it's only fine if it's like fact checking, like this is checked by independent fact checkers, something like that on Facebook. Tapos nire-report kapag hindi siya fact or fake news siya ganun. I think
parang
that's
lang
a good.
yung sa IG, di ba may ganun nung start of the
Yeah, it's
pandemic?
good part of their moderation yung fact checkers.
ganito.
Pero not
So tingin ko naiintindihan ko na yung like point ni Aljo. So sa akin, yeah, I firmly believe na sabi nga rin nila Lam at nanaya siya na if people want to share their opinions on things that they feel strongly or kahit hindi strongly about, like they should be free to share those opinions on social media. However, I disagree na sinashove mo dapat sa ibang tao yung mga opinion mo na yun. In the, for context, Aljo, yung explain mo yung dun sa IG. Yung sa IG.
Which one?
Yung dun, okay.
No, the thing that I was talking about is to add to Lam. Yung, di ba,
yung
IG
fact
had
checking.
yung this post is talking about COVID. Learn more here. Mga ganun.
Sa akin,
Yeah.
nag-report ko. Pero yung, I was talking about yung sa mga, you post this or else, pare, dito, I support the LGBTQ plus community. Share this, like, add this to your story. I can see.
So it's forcing you to share the
Forcing you to
political
share.
thing.
Meron ng uso ngayon sa IG. Nakalimutan ko anong cause. Basta may cause and then shared sila ng ganun. Tapos parang may reminder na I see who used this.
Yeah.
So like, so parang am I required
Oh yeah.
to repost it?
Parang it's pushing that you have to have an opinion
Yeah.
on the thing.
Yun
Yeah.
ayoko dun sa social media na activism na sinasabi ni Aljo kanina. Which is I agree naman sa kanyang part na yun. Na it should be fine na mag-express ka ng opinion mo. Freedom of speech yun at the end of the day. Pero if you're gonna force others to voice like to express opinions on things na hindi naman sila either educated about or something like that.
Yeah, tsaka not everyone is really comfortable expressing their opinions din.
Oo. Like kapag
Especially if it's politics.
pag may nakakita ka ba sa daan, "Hoy, anong opinion mo dito?" Anong opinion mo dito, di ba? Hindi mo naman gagawin. Like,
Yeah.
they're making it seem na it's a judge, like, they can judge your character based sa mga sinashare mo sa social media. Which is, guys, hindi siya dapat gawin.
Yeah, ika-cancel ka nila kapag hindi ka nag-share. Ganun ba yan?
Cancel.
Si Justin, hindi naman siya pala share or pala post sa social media. Does that mean na
Political siya? Mga ganun. The
Yeah.
stance, mga ganun.
siya kilala? Yun yung right?
What are your opinions pala kung it's influencers? Like, they have such a big reach, tapos they're not talking about politics. So, what are your opinions on that naman?
Sige.
It's kind of similar, di ba? Like,
I
should
feel like,
influencers express their opinions? Like,
I feel like they shouldn't be required or they shouldn't be pressured by people. Kasi first of all, hindi mo naman alam kung passionate ba talaga yung influencer yun. Kuwari, yung pinapost nilang makeup, ganun, damit. Tapos you're going to ask them to talk about politics. Parang sobrang iba niya from what what content they're posting. Siguro kung yung influencer na yun is yung content niya talaga is like about politics or yung mga opinions na ganun, they can ask the influencer to post stuff like that. Pero kung sobrang iba na yung type of content niya, maybe not. Kasi first of all, yun nga, hindi ka sure kung educated ba talaga siya dun sa topic na yun. And baka kung ano lang masabi niya, baka mali pa yung masabi niya, tapos ma-influence pa yung mga people na yan na magkaroon ng maling like perspective dun sa
Yeah, because they have such a big influence din nga.
yeah.
Na baka mamaya, pag nagkamali sila ng sabi, maraming tao yung nakikinig sa kanila eh. So, tama nga, baka mas instead of positive yung mangyari, instead of awareness yung lang siya ng further ignorance, di ba, sa tao. Which is pangit. Naging negative pa yung effect niya. Pero, I see. Let's think about it. Kayo, Miggy,
Yeah. These days kasi parang there are those influencers na binabash or kina-cancel kasi they're not using their platform. Parang ganun, di ba?
Parang since malaki yung reach nila, parang hindi ko alam kung ano yung tamang word eh. Parang encourage na i-educate nila yung reach nila, yung like fan base gano'n.
Oo. Next, sila mismo yung mag-bring in ng effort na i-aralin yung issue or something like that.
Yeah, but are they required?
Are they required?
Are they required?
They're not
Is
required.
it just because
but-
they got a following because they're popular? They're
Yun
required
nga, and
to
not just
educate
because
people.
not just because they're famous or they have a big reach means that they should be educating, that they should be sharing,
Yeah.
they should be influencing.
Right.
Kasi,
Not their job. No?
It's
It's not their job,
not
tama
their
nga.
job.
yeah. Lalo na what if biased yung influencer na yun?
Yeah,
And like,
at the
you're
same time.
asked
Like,
to,
yeah. For example, what if
Yeah.
the influencer is an avid racist? Should they be talking about racism?
Oo nga,
Yeah.
di ba?
exactly.
They're gonna
They
be
can-
saying that it's all right, mga ganun, since yan yung gusto nila. Are they required to do that?
Feel ko, imbes na like, parang, since malaking reach nila, dapat mas mag-voice out sila ng opinions on different matters. Parang imbes na gano'n, dapat mas maging responsible sila sa sinasabi nila. Hindi lang yung, hindi porket sobrang sikat na ako, kailangan kong magbanggit ng ganitong issue kahit na hindi ko siya ganun kaalam. Kasi since malaki na yung reach mo, mas maraming makakarinig sa mga sinasabi mo. And
Tama.
like, I guess, hindi lahat nagdo-double fact check. Like, since sikat siya, baka totoo yung sinasabi niya ganun. Baka mali pa yung ma-spread mo.
It depends din on yung audience nila. Kasi if they're like young and impressionable? Yeah, young and impressionable. They have a higher chance. Or at the same time, what do you think is the age limit for social media? Like,
Age limit.
what's the age limit that your opinion should be followed or heard out?
What do you mean?
Like like you're allowed to express this much on a website that you're anonymous on. What do you think is the right age?
Feeling
Wala
ko
ko,
better. Anong age yung yung pwede kang pumunta sa
anong age?
Yeah, para mas simple. Sige,
Fine.
go. Okay.
Anong age? Anong age yung dapat punta dito sa social media?
What were you saying? Yeah.
Feel ko, ang hirap kasi mag-specific age since iba tayo ng growth. Like, merong mas bata, mas alam niya na agad yung pwedeng consequences ng mga words ng social media. Pero meron din na medyo mas matanda mo na ma-realize yung ganun.
I mean,
So,
what's the line? Because there's gonna be a point where people,
There's gotta be a line.
yeah, there's
Just
gonna
like
be a point.
yeah, there's gonna be a line. Pero hindi natin mamimake
Like
sure
how
yung-
in law, once you're past 18, you could be held liable for all of these other stuff.
hindi ba like, meron naman talagang age restriction in the first place. Mga so,
Ano?
but it
Yes,
doesn't
ma'am.
get followed. So like, we can't really,
So whose
kahit
fault is
naman
Ang
it?
daling dayain ng mga age chuchu sa
And
Facebook.
Yeah.
lang sa kanila yun.
Like,
Next
Pero
ayos lang sa kanila yun.
I
Nadayaan.
think age limit na meron ngayon, okay na yun. Like 18, 16, depends on the set. Basta mga
Alam ko 12 yung nakalagay.
Oh.
12.
What?
12, 13.
Pero
freaking 12
madali
year
lang din dayain yun kahit hindi
I
ka
mean-
ganong age.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
Paltan
yeah.
mo lang yung year. Tatanggapin ng social media.
Yeah.
So, words doesn't hold much weight kasi wala naman din. Dahil kahit sabihin natin mapatupad,
No, I'm just
17.
I'm just asking, what do you think?
yeah.
sige ako,
Yeah.
mag-drop na ako ng number. In my experience, like personally, kuwari, I would, siguro si younger than 16 years siya, okay lang siya gumamit ng social media for communication. Ganun, because she needs it. Pero once 16 or older na siya, doon ko pa lang siya ipapaano sa like social media mismo. Parang posting, sharing, kind of stuff.
Parang like yung sa YouTube Kids, yung kapag below 12 ka or something, hindi kaya alaw sa gantong mga topics, mga ganun.
Mga
Yan.
top channels.
Kayo pwede mag-comment, ang alam ko.
You don't get an
Pero yun
opinion.
nga, mahirap mag-
You're not allowed to talk.
Yes, yun na nga meron namang mga ganun na.
Restrictions and stuff.
Restrictions and stuff. Meron din namang laws kasi sa Philippines na I don't know if you know that or actually hindi kasi ako sure Hindi ako sure Hindi ako
Fact
sure
check,
dito.
fact check.
Ka, pag ganitong age ka pa lang, like if below 17 ka pa lang, pwedeng ng parents mo i-check yung lahat ng like meron silang karapatan na i-monitor yung social media consumption mo.
I'm gonna search that.
Yeah, kasi napag-usapan namin to ng one time ng tita namin na kasi chinek niya yung messages nung sa pinsan ko. Dahil nagka-problem siya ng ganyan. Pwede chinek niya. Ganyan. Kasi pwede din, I mean, that makes sense kasi if bata ka kasi tapos hindi ka masyadong hindi mo alam paano mag-navigate. Correct. Nasa social media ka solely for communication, messenger, ganyan. You know how pwedeng mag-message request kahit sino sa'yo, di ba? Messenger. So, and in any other platform, ganun, pwedeng message request sa'yo. And if bata ka lang, na hindi mo pa nagigets yun, who knows, baka mamaya, in-accept mo, tas walang iba nakakalambod sa'yo, and yung iniisip mo lang, wala naman siguro itong gagawin masama, parang ganun. Nasa phone lang naman siya, wala naman siya magagawa.
I can't
Pero
find the law. I can't find the law. But
Yeah,
if it exists, I guess we just put it up.
Yeah.
Pero sa other perspective naman, it also kind of ruins yung parang
Freedom.
privacy and freedom. That's like relationship with child and parent. Pero if the parent could like parang properly explain yung reason, hindi lang yung basta chine-check niya lang ng wala lang, ganun. I-explain niya and alamin niya rin yung limit. Like, if they know naman na parang they're a friend, wag na siyang magkalikot sa mga messages and stuff. Like, mag-ano na lang siya. Talagang mag-supervise lang. Don't invade the child's privacy.
Pero
Better to teach nga.
how do you supervise without invading privacy?
Teaching?
Yeah, pero like, how do you know? Kasi supervise, what I think is na they know who you're talking to. They know what sites you're going on. They know what media you're intaking. But
Nice.
that's the whole essence of social media. It's fine if they
Tama.
don't see who your messages are, but them knowing already who you're talking to. Don't you, is that already invasion of privacy?
Feel no. Kung hindi naman, pwede naman kasi nila din itanong yung bata, like, kung sino yung in a good, in a maayos.
Pero guys, if hindi nyo kailangan mag-social media, wag. Legit, wag. Lalo if,
Yeah.
if below 16 ka, hindi pa, if below, sa akin, personally, yun yung opinion ko. If below 16 ka, you shouldn't be consuming social media so much. Lalo na yung mga Twitter, ganyan. Actually, kahit TikTok nga eh. Ang pinaka place lang na pwede siguro for them is Messenger and Facebook with proper supervision from parents. If ganun pa sila kabata.
Pero mahirap din dahil mayroong ganyan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just about to say that.
Yun.
Na lahat sila, wait.
Lahat sila way.
That's the way.
Tanong ni Aljo about yung specific age. Feel ko talaga either yung you yourself na lang yung magde-decide dun sa specific age na yun. Kasi looking back din sa experience ko, parang pwede naman na yung, like, nung 14 naman siguro ako, parang I have my own opinions din naman. Like, I do my own research na din naman. Like, parang,
Yeah, but
there's this level of, like, wokeness, tama ba?
yo, you woke? You woke? You hitting us with the
Woke?
W word? You woke?
Hindi, like, kasi ikaw na yung magde-decide doon ko.
Yeah. Ayun, iba-iba kasi tayo lahat ng parang pagmamature. May mga nagmamature ng mas maaga. Mas late.
There's just some
Yeah.
opinions online that I feel like are not required or don't.
Saka maybe yung
don't
next
help in the
generation, maybe
discussion.
mas aware na sila or something like that. Since they've been exposed to social media early on.
The freaking tablet babies. Yung alpha generation ba yung tawag nila?
Ganon.
Generation
Yeah.
Alpha.
Maybe, baka mas aware na sila ngayon. Iba na yung age nila sa typical age natin. No.
I don't know. Wala sila.
Parang
Mga
sila,
kapatid ko. Generation Alpha.
ako, matanda na ako, pwede na ako.
Basta ako, 18 na ako.
Pwede
Or
na.
18 na.
Pero yung
Siguro
sinabi
ito
ni
yung
Yesha,
una yung birthday.
yung sinabi ni Yesha, yung FOMO, I feel like that was literally the only reason why I went social media before.
Me
Because
too.
people are talking about things and I'm like, what are you talking about? What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missing
For
out
me then,
on-
same.
Ano yun, Miggy?
Yeah. Parang nakakaanong you miss out on. Or
Nagkakat ka.
Social
Naalala ko
media and its
nung-
finest.
Naalala ko nung prep ako or kinder. Basta parang ganun. Wala man akong Facebook. Pero meron akong, yung classmates ko, parang nag-add sila ng isa't isa sa Facebook. Parang ako hindi ko man lang alam kung ano yung Facebook na.
Bro, I didn't even have a freaking phone. What the heck?
Ako rin, wala,
Hindi,
wala
din
rin akong
naman.
phone. Nag-ano lang sa laptop namin ng computer.
Facebook.
Parang, mami, ano yung Facebook? Ano ba gumawa ng account? Ganun. Kasi lahat sila meron. Lahat sila nag-add. And anong gagawin ko?
Ako kasi hindi ako sa FOMO nag-start mag-Facebook. Dahil talaga sa laro.
Oh, laro. Hindi, laro. FOMO. Yeah.
Yeah, ako rin, laro din ako. Dragon City, Miscripts, easy.
Baby.
Paano
I
ulit?
have 100 hours on that, boy. Arr.
Paano ulit, Ervin? Sos? Ano yun? Ano yun?
Episode pa kayo sa hindi ako.
Gets.
Pero paano ba? I guess true, malaking ang effect yun sa pagkapasok ng mga people sa social media, yung fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Tsaka mahirap din ngayon kasi nga online. I mean, wala kang, ang boring ng mundo. Wala kang nakikita sa in real life, sa buhay. Parang Twitter na lang yung socialization part ng day ko.
Oo.
Yeah. The reason I got to Twitter din kasi yung sabi ng friends ko is dun daw madaming issue sa Twitter. Kaya I decided to check in Twitter.
Gets lang. Gets lang.
Kasi I wanna know yung issue, you know. Because
Oo.
Parang-
Chismoso pala ka.
Since
fear of
naman
missing
grade
out.
7, chismoso na sila.
Build
Mga
effort,
nalalamit
bro.
na friend of friend.
Ano ka, friend?
Friend of a friend, no.
Pero, dati pa ba kayo may Twitter? Parang grade.
Ako grade
Ako,
Yeah.
7.
Matagal na ako may
Grade
Twitter.
7.
grade 7 na.
Cause,
Ako grade 8. I think.
Ako,
Yeah.
9? Grade 9 ka lang, Miggy?
the 8.
Ah,
Ay,
8.
kailan ba tayo yung like may gala nun? Shit, we should all post about this. Then, gawa ka. Wiki, gawa ka ng Twitter.
Hindi may ganun ba?
Grabe, peer pressure.
you got peer pressure, boy.
Yung
Peer
sa...
pressure pala si Miggy.
Yeah.
No. Hindi, ako kasi, ano ba nang weird ng reason kung ba't ako nag-social media? Kaya ako Twitter sa IG dahil may crush ako noon. Grade 7 sa may dulo. Ano ba yan? Ano yun, Facebook ako kasi gusto ko maglaro.
Urban,
Expected
you know
na
what you
yun kay
are?
Urban.
You're down bad.
That's what you get
Down
down bad.
Oh. No.
Down
Ngayon,
bad.
single.
Uy, bakit may pag-atake?
Sorry.
Wala, parang
Hindi, dapat advertisement yan, Ervin. Single ako. Ervin.
Advertise mo sarili mo.
You have 5
Advertise.
seconds to advertise yourself.
sige guys, follow nyo ako sa IG. Ayun na.
Ay.
Ako rin.
Ay, pop up,
Oh,
pop
we're
up.
just gonna plug
Wow,
it.
nice.
Encourage nyo sila mag-social media.
Mga bad.
Mga bata dyan.
Hindi.
Kung may social media naman.
Hindi para sa mga bata. Kung bata,
Uy, 11.
bata.
Ilang taon ka na, Urban?
Hindi, 17 na ako, matanda.
Ew, imagine being a minor.
Cringe.
Cringe.
Nasaan ba yun? Twitter.
Si Ervin na lang ang minor sa atin, ah.
Uy, hindi. Siya siya.
Siya.
Ah, siya.
Next year nga birthday.
Ay, sorry.
In-invite ka nga, di ba?
Ay, oh my God. Baka ako, sorry.
Hindi ka na i-invite niyan.
Oh no.
Uninvited. Pero,
Blocked.
I was thinking on social media, what do you think of cancel culture? Like the whole mob mentality that social media, makes.
Pero wait, ano muna yung cancel culture? Well, I think naman gets naman ng kahit sino
Fine,
yun, di ba?
fine. Cancel culture is when you're being canceled. Wow, amazing!
Yung parang you're being shunned
Yeah.
from social
Yeah,
media.
you're being shunned.
Kasi baka magkakaiba kasi tayo ng interpretation pala eh. Sa cancel culture, malay mo, di ba?
Parang
Yeah.
you're ostracized. Parang ganun. Like,
What's ostracized?
Yung magiging ostrich ka.
Same, ostrich din naisip ko.
bro, hindi, like, parang,
Orchestra.
Wala ka nang
you're
mundong to.
separated from the group.
Yeah.
Parang ganun. Like,
You
Wala
get
nang-
separated. Yeah.
Sa
you
mundong.
get,
Or just by a group of people. Like you
Yeah.
get quote unquote attacked.
So social
some
media
extent.
and yun kasi sa in real life din. Sa akin naman, okay, to be frank, yung parang mabilis lang. Yung opinion ko sa cancel culture is pag deserve mo, okay siya.
Okay.
Pero in most cases kasi hindi naman siya necessary. So, for example, gumawa ka ng krimen. Krimen ha? Krimen.
Of course.
Pero dapat ma-cancel ka talaga. Dapat ma-deplatform.
Pero what
Ka-
about
Ah.
what about the gray areas? The gray
When it comes
areas.
to like, when you're expressing a problematic opinion, I don't think you should be canceled or you should be attacked. You know? Pwede kang i-ratio, pero wag kang
Yeah, ratio.
like,
Ratio.
dapat atake directly or ad hominem. Atakihin mo yung ginagawa nila or sinasabi nila instead of the person themselves. You know?
Yeah.
Basta wag personal attack.
Yeah,
Pero
that leaves for debate kasi.
okay lang yun. Criminal, okay lang yung personal attack. Oh, at least sa akin, in my opinion. How about you guys?
Ako, feel ko parang normal lang naman if you don't like a person or if you don't support what they're doing. Parang kahit naman in real life, may tao kayong ganun. Pero it's yung parang the part where kailangan lahat kayo same ng opinion. Like, kung cancelled yung person, dapat hindi mo siya support. No matter what you think, no matter who you are, dapat hindi mo support. And that shouldn't be the case because everyone is different. Kuwari, pwedeng yung isa, parang for them, okay lang naman. Parang forgivable. Pero for yung isa, sa ethics niya, sa morals niya, hindi. Parang hindi mo dapat parang, di mo dapat i-judge yung other person na yun na okay lang sa kanya, ipanoorin pa rin yung influencer na cancel, gano'n.
Lalo na if hindi mo pa alam kung ano yung nasa isip niya, bakit ganun.
Yeah,
Like, i-judge mo lang siya out of nowhere. Pina-follow mo pa yan?
hindi niya naman alam na, gano'n.
Tablock.
Now, or something. Everybody has their stories kung bakit nila yan. Diba?
At saka meron din people na for the clout yung cancel. Like, hindi naman talaga nila ano yung tao. Pero gusto nila sumikat. So, like, ka-cancel na rin nila. Like,
So, similar to sa bandwagon. Tama ba?
Bandwagon.
mm,
Din sa nabanggit na social media and performative activism. Hand in hand yung with that.
What I don't like about quote-unquote cancel culture is na it doesn't allow for yung growth of a person.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
It's just cancel.
Yeah.
Then.
like to the people who actually cared na they were cancelled and they know the wrongs of their ways and they try to fix it. But people still have the same opinions that they do from back then. Or like if you're cancelled for something that you did back then. Now for example, I was a kid, I did something dumb. And then you cancel me now because of that thing in before. Na parang the whole character development never happened in my
Yeah.
life.
Tapos, minomock pa nila yung mga apology videos. Yung parang,
Well, sometimes it's really funny.
yeah, sometimes it is. Pero, nadadama yung mga genuine apologies talaga na they really feel sorry.
Pero syempre yung iba kasi ayaw lang nila magmukhang sa ayaw lang nila magmukhang sa camera, di ba? Na like they'll go there and be sincere pero wala naman sila masasabi. Di ba? So kaya nagmumukha siyang scripted and all. Tapos pinagtitripan sila, no?
Yeah.
Pero yun talaga, if hindi naman siya krimen, bakit kailangan mong i-cancel yung tao? Kasi kung ganun, hanep, ang dami-dami ng mga cancel sa mundo natin. Diba?
What if he thinks na yung opinion is about a certain crime is okay? He thinks a certain crime is okay. Not necessarily violating the crime or doing the crime. He just says that yung crime na yun is fine.
Yeah, having a opinion essentially. Can you be cancelled for having a bad opinion?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, of course. That's the whole freedom
Yeah,
of speech.
you can be cancelled.
Like, people forget that freedom of speech goes both ways. Na if I could say anything, the other person could say anything back to me.
Yeah.
Na if I say the N-word, for example, it's not, I can't be like, that's my freedom of speech, you can't do anything about it. But it's also their freedom to speech to harass me in that way.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
consequences of
we get it.
society. Consequences of society.
I think they have a freedom naman to uh like attack you or kuwari ako disagree ako sa'yo or naiirita ako sa'yo kasi bakit mo
Since death
sinasabi
threat. Bro.
yun nga, yun yung problem.
Yeah, that's the
If
problem.
ikaw sabi tungkol dun sa opinion mo na yun. And well, pati yung pagkatao mo kasama sa judge ko dito. At least, paano ba? Yung approach ba, kumbaga, is hindi yung mob na, oh, wag nyo na siyang, like, wala na siya, hindi na siya, parang hindi na siya tao. Na ika-cancel nyo na siya automatically, tapos sasenda ng mga,
Sleep forever.
ganon. Like, anong sense nun, di ba? That threat. Anong sense nun? Sige nga. Anong mababago nun? Wala naman, di ba?
What if they do? What if they do?
Sleep forever.
After that? Are you held liable?
I mean,
No.
No.
In social media, no.
Don't you think
bakit ba nang-cancel?
that's kinda wrong?
It's wrong. It shouldn't happen. Pero no one is really.
Like if you're harassed that much online, do those harassers hold liability?
Sleep forever.
Am I allowed to say that? Can I say KYS? Do I just bleep that? Yeah, I'm just bleep that.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
Ano ba?
Tapos, feel ko hindi. Kasi mahirap din naman i-track kumbaga kung sino ba yung mga. Tsaka paano yun? Paano if a million people told you that? Ano yun?
If we're talking about the law, hindi. Right? If we're talking about the law, hindi
Yeah,
talaga. Pero, if we're talking about like, anong opinion mo, sa tingin mo ba, ano sila? Nasa konsensya dapat nila yun. Like, dapat malaman nila na, sinabihan mo to ng ganito, and ginawa niya nga yun. Nasa konsensya mo yun dapat. Diba? Like, as someone na nagsabi nun. Diba?
Pero meron din kasi yung pagiging, like yung
troll?
pagiging anonymous.
Yeah, the anonymous.
I mean, ano na,
Anonymity.
limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tsaka alam ko may study before na mas parang nawawala yung morals ng people when they're anonymous. Kasi hindi sila held accountable for that eh. Kasi hindi sila kilala. Wala namang makakaalam na sila yung gumawa nun. They can do anything they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been thinking talaga kung ano yung
Pagiging
point
anonymous.
ng cancel culture.
Ano, sus?
Ano yun? Urban. Justin?
Yung sa pagiging anonymous, yung naiisip ng tao na mas parang nawawala yung responsible ng words nila. Like, pag anonymous, parang naiisip nila na wala ng weights yung words na tinatype nila.
Yeah.
And pagiging anonymous, it does not affect yung responsibility mo in saying those words.
Like,
it's more like, what?
No, it's more like,
What?
Tapusin mo muna yung point mo.
Naputol din eh. Yung copy.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say na walang filter mga tao usually online.
Backlist mo sila.
Yeah. Like that, I don't know. Social media is a detriment to mental health. And you can't tell me otherwise. Like people are more unfiltered on social media. Especially if it's not like tied to your name. Like we don't see it that much sa atin because our names are literally in our handles. Or like for example sa fan accounts. Or sa stan accounts.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Twitter. I see a lot of threads of them going at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, heck,
They have
recently,
to know na everybody, there's someone behind that screen.
There's
You
someone
know?
behind that screen.
There's someone behind that screen. Lahat
May
na,
question pala ako after. Like, wala na kayong thoughts sa current topic.
Go lang. You already go. You already stopped the process.
Okay. Wait lang.
You're on the spot, Yasha. Come on, you're the host.
Wait. Okay. Speaking, like, balik tayo dun sa cancel culture thing. Di niyo ba sa tingin na minsan people are just too sensitive? Lalo na sa generation natin. Yung parang tipong,
You sound like a
okay,
boomer. I said the B word. You're getting older.
Oh no.
Oh
wait
no.
lang.
Oh, yeah.
Parang meron,
Yeah.
may artista, may K-pop idol, tapos meron lang just one time na nagsungit sila sa isang fan, or nagmukha lang na nagsungit, pero kuwari, pagod lang sila, pero yung itsura nila parang poker face or something. Wala na, cancelled na siya kasi masungit siya, disrespectful siya.
There are
Something.
cases of overreacting na sa social media na parang sensitive talaga. Meron talagang cases na ganun. Pero I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it's because we're sensitive kaya nag-perpetuate yung ganyang culture. Hindi siya. Kasi,
I think
sige, go.
I think meron term dito sa reason bakit. Yung tawag sa kanya is virtue signaling. So parang ginajudge mo yung isang person para nung ibang person i-treat na parang morally right ka. Parang ikaw yung sa side na morally. So parang kunyari itong someone na to, naging masungit siya. Ipo-point out mo yun para magkaroon ka ng higher sense.
Na parang,
So,
Parang clout siya, like ipo-point out mo yung wrongdoings ng iba for your own benefit.
Oh,
Yung
yeah,
sa
okay.
virtue
It
signaling.
makes more sense.
feel good, gano'n.
Yeah, to make yourself feel good. Try to present yourself better then.
Yeah.
Parang,
Parang,
yeah,
Oo,
yun.
I get it. Ay, nako.
Nag-buffer ako dun when Lam said virtual signaling. I'm like, wait, I know this term. Why can't I
Yeah, yan
know
kasi
this term? And then
kasi specific term dun.
naisip ko, kaya virtual kasi virtual, yung pala.
virtue. Virtue.
Virtue. Yeah, virtue. Sorry. Eh, basa
Sorry.
dun.
May naglaho ba?
Nagiging British na talaga sila.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyway, yun.
I don't know. Some people are just shallow in that capacity. But at the same time, it's fine. Because that's how social media is.
Oo, sa akin
Yeah.
talaga. There are all types of people. Like, meron talagang mga sensitive. Meron rin naman ng mga hindi, pero nagpa-participate pa rin sila sa cancel culture. You know, because they have this sense of kailangan ko mag-participate kasi ganyan. Pero hindi sila necessarily sensitive. And karamihan kasi ng mga people na nagsasabi na, ay, sensitive lang yung mga tao ngayon, kaya ganyan na sa social media. Hindi ba sensitive din sila?
Oo, yeah.
Kasi sila yun. Anong problema mo? 'Di ba? Like, in a sense talaga, like meron din sa kanila, sensitive din sa mga nagsasabing, ganun. So I don't agree na kaya perpetuate yung cancel culture and yung ganitong activism, performative activism, social media activism. Just because sensitive tayo na, I don't.
I feel like it's sensitive shouldn't be the word. It should be more critical. Because we have an opinion about everything. And at the same time, I feel like that's good. Kasi diba yung pagiging critical is how you take in information and then how you process it yourself. And then you give an output, which is your opinion. So in a sense, I feel like our generation is more critical in a sense. And thanks to the anonymity anonymity of social media, it makes it easier to say your opinion. So that's why maraming opinion na talaga. Plus your opinion goes everywhere. Because of
Tama.
like what we said a while ago, mabilis yung information.
May pros and cons talaga siya. For example, yung sensitivity. Pwede rin siyang another point of view. It's empathic. Like,
Yeah.
parang you feel more welcome, parang ganun, to people that are more empathic nga. Parang ganun. Or more sensitive.
Oh, what
Just
the
that
hell?
we are open to conversation. Like, yeah, sa mga
Yeah.
Nah,
topic, you know.
I don't think a lot of people are open to conversation. Right,
No,
you know the meme? Do you know the meme yung if society was allowed to fucking voice their opinions and talk civilly, it's like super developed. And then us now, bro,
Hindi,
I don't think the
so
world's like that.
be open to conversation, but I mean, we're open to like talk about hindi, parehas ng conversation yun.
No,
Pero
we're open to talk
Open-minded.
about it, but we're not gonna have a conversation.
not na conversation, pero pwede natin
Yeah, we
pag-usapan.
could
Ba?
say it,
Hindi yun pinag-usapan.
but
You know?
we're still not having conversations. We're still a little.
Ah.
Some people are just saying their opinion and just leaving it.
Yeah. Wait, let me correct myself kanina. Maybe sensitive, hindi yun yung right term. Pero ako kasi medyo, I feel like, personal opinion ko lang, na people can be too reactive sometimes, like these days. Parang,
Sensitive.
kumbaga, don't be too quick to jump on the hate train or
Kaya
wag,
nga.
wag kang basta-bastang nagka-cancel ng mga tao.
Yeah.
Still be a little more understanding, open-minded. Ganun.
Oh.
There's a lot of other ways where you can parang show your disapproval dun sa actions ng kung sino man yan rather than just
Yeah. Yung example mo about yung idol or like
mm,
kasi I feel like on that it's also in the idol culture. Kasi the reason why they're called idols is because they're supposed to be seen as perfect, diba? So people on the internet who were really into idol, seeing them as the perfect human being, they're not gonna see it na parang ay he or she just masungit right now. They're just gonna see it na parang he's not being a good idol. Cancel him.
yeah.
Aggressive naman. Yo.
What if,
bro.
eto, meron pa akong isang example.
Wow.
I think if you use TikTok, you'll know about this. Merong mga audios with the N-word in it, di ba? Tapos syempre, if you wanna lip sync to that word and you're not black and you're not allowed to say it, i-close mo yung mouth mo or basta, tapos if you don't make it clear na pag ginanon mo, people in the comments are gonna start rushing about, did you say the N-word? Did you say the N-word?
Racist.
Yeah, racist. Like, tapos minsan yung tao na yun, he's not even famous. Like, they're just a random dude who wants to lip sync to a song. Right now, they're being roasted.
Yeah.
But I guess just don't use the audio in that case.
What if it's trendy? What if I want to become popular? You know? Trendy.
I am guilty.
I'm under
Yeah.
the water. I don't know. At the same time, who are the people saying it? Is it people who are part of the community affected? Or is it just people who want to show that they're not racist? Or like, wow, I'm such a good person.
Yeah.
How do you know which is which? With that
It's a concept.
animosity.
Signal.
What?
I'm just anemone. Fuck. I'm just saying.
Word of the day.
Anonymity.
Anemone.
Anonymity.
Anonymity.
Ayun na naglang. Gigil.
Do we pause?
No.
No.
I mean, I just said it, so we're gonna have to pause. How do you differentiate nga yung people who are affected by the thing na offensive, or the people who are just virtue signaling, or the people who support the the affected group talaga in the like dun sa example mo kanina?
Yeah. I guess you can. You can.
Yeah, you really can't.
Sa akin kasi pa case-to-case basis talaga siya eh.
Ano
Depende.
kiss?
Case-to-case basis.
Gets Aljo.
Hindi naman ay that.
Dun.
Depende talaga siya dun sa like context ng video, right? Or video or anything. Depende siya sa context. Kasi, totoo naman, yung N-word, hindi naman talaga siya dapat sasabihin if hindi ka black, right?
Yeah.
And, even though sabihin yung nagvo-virtue signaling yung mga nagsho-shun at home, no. Okay. Even though sabihin natin na, okay, nagvo-virtue signaling yung mga nagki-criticize sa'yo, they're still right. You know? I mean,
Hindi niya nga sinabi.
hindi, yeah, yun, dun, nasa-add yun sa context na, hindi niya talaga sinabi. Ngayon, sa kasong to, mali talaga yung mga nagko-comments. Right? It's not considered. Tama.
Anime.
Yung parang, yung sinasabi ni Irvin, parang hindi naman kasi ganun kabigat yung problema. Like, hindi naman yung kasalanan talaga. So, yung mali, parang nandun sa...
Saying the N-word.
Yes, and ayun nga, saka nakadepende rin talaga siya sa kung ano talaga yung nangyayari, di ba? Pwede mong i-analyze kung tama ba to, kung mali ba to. Pero hindi yun yung kaso sa lahat ng bagay na ganito.
Yeah.
You know?
Case to
At
case.
sa nagja-generalize lang. Yun yung point.
Medyo nag-cut.
Nag-cut ba? If nagja-generalize ka ng like certain actions, certain scenarios, at some point magkakamali ka kasi meron kang mga nasasamang cases na hindi naman talaga ganito yung nangyari. Tulad nga nun, kung sinabi niya talaga yung N-word, mali siya on that part. Pero if hindi, edi yung mali doon is yung nagko-comment.
Yeah.
Ano yung depende pa rin talaga siya sa context ng lahat ng
Context.
Justin,
Who
kaya
knew?
ko.
Who freaking knew?
Tutamba na si Justin.
Oo nga.
Kaya sa akin sa night.
excited na siya maglaho. Anyway. I think ang dami na rin natin na pag-usapan eh.
Yeah, like I feel like I have nothing else to say.
It's just repetitive. Kasi when we
Oh.
talk about this certain aspect of social media, babalik lang tayo dun sa sinabi kanina.
Who knew if we're gonna talk about social media? We'll go back to our first point of talking about social media. Amazing.
Hey, yo.
I don't know. I have nothing else to say. Kayo ba, guys?
Wala na. I'm good.
Last words. Ano yung mga last words niya with regards social media?
Don't be racist. Wow, ends racism. I have ended racism.
Don't be so quick to judge. I'd say.
Don't
With
judge.
great power comes great responsibility.
Sure.
The influencer part. Feeling ko, ayan, everybody has a story to tell and reasons kung bakit nila pinaniniwalaan or pinaninindigan kung ano yung mga bagay na pinaninindigan nila. Merong reason sa lahat na bagay na sinasabi. And madaling magkaroon ng tunnel vision na parang so sinabi niya to, so ganito siya. Madaling mag-jump to conclusions. Pero mas maganda na aalamin mo muna yun talagang nangyari before kang gano'n. That's the case naman in real life or social media. Mas prominent lang siya sa social media ngayon. You know? Kasi mas madaling ma-misinterpret kapag ka sa social media ka nag-express kesa in real life. Yeah. Yun yung sa akin.
Yeah.
Oh, and basta mag-share ng kung ano-ano. Yeah, be responsible kahit hindi ka malaking creator or influencer. Be responsible.
Even though you're anonymity, be responsible.
Okay, guys.
Justin.
Last words.
Last words.
Yeah.
Last words.
Yun
Or
lang,
I'll cancel you.
Parang mamamatay na. Be responsible lang nga talaga. Like, weigh up the situation. Parang be open.
Wise
Justin.
words. Wise words.
Then be responsible and like don't be very close-minded. Like don't end the conversation like one-sided. Hindi pwedeng ika-cancel mo lang isang tao and not siguro like educate them, I guess.
Just listen to their reasons. No?
Yeah, and don't be pressured then on social media just because others have this opinion. You need to jump on that opinion kahit hindi mo alam kung ano talaga yung pinag-uusapan. So, in general, be responsible.
Take away.
Tama.
And then
Be
Responsible.
be
even though it's
reprehensible.
uneven.
Yeah. Ayan.
Think before you click.
Okay.
Oh,
And,
wait, I wanna add one last thing.
okay,
I remember
go.
this. I remember this from yung we had an internet webinar, mga ganyan. Yung, what would grandma do? Would grandma click yes? Would grandma believe this? What would grandma do? Anyways, go yan siya.
Yeah. Okay. So, i-end na natin yung episode para makatulog na si Justin.
Don't say that.
Bibigyan na siya. Yeah, okay. So, that's it for our second episode. And so stay tuned sa episode 3, which will be released next Saturday, same time, 7 p.m. Also, follow our Twitter account at Hot Talks Podcast and our
Yeah.
Facebook page at Hot Talks
Make
Podcast.
sure you're over 18, right? Before following us.
Yeah. And tap the notification bell to be notified. Oh, feeling ko influencer na talaga ako. Ayan. So like, comment, share, and if ayaw nyo makita yung pagmumukha namin, you can also listen to us on Spotify. Ayan. And we'll leave the link down below. That's it, and thank you so much for listening.
Bye,
Until
guys.
next time. Bye-bye.
Next time. Be an anemone.